Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas all you goblins and knuckleheads out there. It's me, Shorty Claus. I'm back with another Christmas special on the Film Gob YouTube channel. Yes. Now, I've heard that Shaker was a bad boy this year. Yes, he got removed from the Film Gob crew. He's been removed as one of the admins. Nobody knows where he is. He's been a bad boy, I think for the 4th year in a row. I'm sorry, Shaker, but you and your toxicity are not welcome here, so I'm sending you another lump of coal. Here you go, wherever you are. I'm sure you'll find it. Now, Shorty McShortbread can't be here with us right now, but he did leave a compilation video, yes, so he wasn't able to make a regular Christmas special with all our friends and family that we usually do, but he has left a compilation of highlights from the channel this year. Are you looking forward to that, Randall Elf?
Hurry up and play the video, you stupid old fart.
Let's hope there's none of that toxicity that Film Gob is known for. I'm sure it'll be a fun watch with the whole family, so get your snacks together. This could be a long one. Let's check it out. Pew!
Dun 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 dun!
And it's just like Film Gob or something made a video where they basically ripped me for it. And I'm like, you know what?
Who?
Wait.
You know,
Film Gob would never do that.
I'm sorry, who?
Film Gob.
This Film Gob is a funny individual.
And I want to thank Film Gob.
Film Gob.
And Gob.
Thank you, Film Gob.
Shout out to Film Gob.
Come on, Film Gob. You're welcome anytime.
I'm Shorty, and you're not.
But here's the point, though, right? You literally had a reason to even go that route, right? It's not like you randomly.
I understand why.
Do you know who I am, Jarbo? Do you know who I am? I'm the Snyder Cut movement. Me! I'm the fucking Snyder Cut movement. I'm the fucking Snyder Cut. As a matter of fact, I'm fucking Zack Snyder. Now, not fucking Zack Snyder, but I'm Zack Snyder. The fuck is this shit, dog? The fuck?
Dun 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 dun!
There we go. Gob Life is making their way to the ring.
I would like to make a big shout out to Film Gob. And this right here is for you, Film Gob. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get hype. It's game time. Yeah. Let's go.
Well, I want to say that you guys, Film Gob, Tyrone, Dave, you guys, you know, especially in my circle, you know, just having you guys beating the drums, you know, has been really, I've had a lot of big smiles on my face, you know, sitting at 5 a.m. with my phone, you know, on my sofa, going like, these guys are crazy, and it's awesome. So I thank you for that. I do appreciate it. It's been quite a journey, but like I gotta say, because like I get up at 4:30, and so like I'm up there, you know, and I get my coffee, and I do my little morning routine, and then I like to, you know, every now and then. Well, every day, I'll spend like 20 minutes just kind of see what's happening, and I'll come across a video, or I'll go check a channel and see like, you know, some debate or some point of view that feels like, I'm like, these guys, they're not giving an F about what you think, because they got, I don't know, it's been cool. So I just want to say thanks.
It was weird because like when you did your director's cut event at your art college, your art school, and then a lot of fans met you and you were like, yeah, you watch channels on YouTube, and we were like, Zach watches our channels? Like, what the hell? And you know, you're a creator. We thought he doesn't have time for YouTube.
Yeah. That's how it was when I told Film Gob that Zach liked his 5 minutes of Campea being wrong. And Film Gob was like, huh? Yeah, I'm being serious. It's like, oh shit.
Speaking of, like,
Forget about release the Snyder Cut. We've got that. Let's release the John Campea being wrong cut. I've heard the assembly footage is over 3 days long on that one. So
3 days. That must be the edited one.
Oh my goodness.
Dun 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 dun.
Came across this awesome photograph from the production of Justice League. Zack Snyder's like, let me show y'all how it's done. Whoosh. Jason Momoa's like, bruh. Gal Gadot's like, what the fuck? So thank you to everyone these last 3 years who's been fighting for the Snyder Cut. If you used the hashtag, if you made a podcast, if you made a YouTube video, if you turned up to Comic Con looking like this, y'all the real MVP. And for all you haters out there, all you haters, looks like 2021 is gonna suck for you. Ever wondered that Jared Leto looks like Film Gob? Pretty much everyone's been telling us that for the past 3 years. But it's Shaker who looks like him, it's not me. Shaker looks a bit like him. And I look like this guy, whoever he is. But anyway, what's been going on like? What's Chad Snyder been up to? He's been sharing awesome content, like Jared Leto's Joker, and a video clip of Steppenwolf. But he's also been discussing spoilers for the Snyder Cut. Bloody hell like. Might need to get off the social medias.
Mr. Zack Snyder, my question for you is, if HBO Max offered you money to do Justice League 2, what would you say? Thank you.
Well, I think that I would say, show me the money.
Brace yourself.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition.
It doesn't exist.
Guys, there's no Snyder Cut.
That, like, imaginary unicorn?
Rest in peace, Snyder Cut.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
These black and white photos just keep getting better and better. Remember this guy?
The Snyder Cut, that, like, imaginary unicorn that you guys think is out there? Yeah, that doesn't exist.
In the past 24 hours, he's made 5 videos about the Snyder Cut. Can you believe it? Everyone's gonna watch this movie. I'm gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it, the haters are gonna watch it, everyone.
What do you mean everyone?
Everyone! It was Valentine's Day yesterday.
You choose me?
And I've got a nice little poem for you. Roses are red, check marks are screwed, the Snyder Cut is coming, and there's nothing you can do. Boom! The Iron Sheik was like, where the fuck is my Snyder Cut? The trailer is right here, Sheik. What do you think about these visuals? Give us a rating 1 to 10.
These go to 11.
And while the fans were spamming the shit out of the hashtag, Batfleck returns. Even Gal Gadot decided to chime in. Jason Momoa on Instagram. And of course, Borg Life. Deathstroke bitches. Ray Porter called it epic, beautiful. Jared Leto. We live in a society. A society where Joss Whedon is nothing but a distant memory. Haha. And check this out, according to Hollywood, all the Snyder Cut fandom are Russian bots.
that, you know, that hate's not gone away. Like, for instance, I was shocked yesterday. I was talking to a friend of mine who works in the industry, and so I was like, wow, the Snyder Cut trailer comes out tomorrow. And this person said to me, you know, it's, you know, the rumor is around Hollywood that the reason this trends so well is because Russian bots are pushing it. And I was like, are you kidding me?
I guess they found out my secret.
Come through, fam. We lit and we chill. And today we're going to talk about this leaks. Yeah, this Zack Snyder's Justice League has leaked on the internet. And excuse me a second. Ta 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 ta. You're Shorty Man. You're Shaker Man. Have you checked our email account? You know, the Film Gob email account. I'm sure we should be getting a HBO Max invite to the Zack Snyder's Justice League virtual premiere. Everyone else is getting one. How come we're not getting one? Have you checked? I don't know, Shaker. I've been keeping an eye on our email accounts all day, but nothing's came through. I'll keep an eye on it for you. Well, keep checking. You know, I'm sure it'll be with us any day now.
Dun 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 dun!
Hey, it's me, Shorty, back with more DC news. And let's see what Ray Fisher had to say. He's just seen the Snyder Cut. What was his first reaction?
Just got finished watching that Zack Snyder's Justice League. Y'all, when I tell you this movie is not, it's not even a meal. This movie is not a meal. It is a whole, it's a feast. It's like a 7-day feast that just does not end.
Sounds awesome. I too will be watching the Snyder Cut very soon. Don't tell Shaker. What's this? Zack Snyder and Kevin Smith. What are they talking about? They're talking about the red carpet event that takes place hours before the Snyder Cut debuts.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and I have a few urgent announcements. First, the Snyder Cut is almost here, ladies and gentlemen. Second, director Zack Snyder is right over there.
And third, we're debuting with a huge red carpet event.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Join Zack and I next Wednesday, March 17th at 8 p.m. Pacific Live.
This movie is causing check marks to suffer breakdowns. He says, this is what happens when you cave into I don't want to get demonetized. I'm not going to say that word, but there it is. This is what they think about you. Back to more positivity. Look at this beautiful billboard in Los Angeles. Oh my god, look at it.
Dun 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 dun!
This will be the last time ever that we talk about the Snyder Cut. Keep that shit in the vault, dead.
The Snyder Cut, that like imaginary unicorn.
This will never happen.
This has just been the stupidest internet meme that I can recall in some time.
Dun 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 dun!
Welcome to my first reaction to Zack Snyder's Justice League, which I have just finished watching. This film is a masterpiece.
The true Justice League movie fans have been waiting for, this time round, feels much more cohesive, natural, and complete, which in turn grants the viewer a richer and more rewarding experience on almost every level. It is not only the best DC movie ever, but I am pleased to inform you it is the greatest cape shit kino you will ever experience in your life. Zack Snyder handles every character arc, story beat, and visual wizardry exquisitely. I was left flabbergasted. This feature restores the legacy of its beloved superheroes, providing them with stirring stakes, while simultaneously restoring an artist's creation. The filmmaking techniques on display are to be appreciated, a bona fide auteur with a definite signature and style. The film can be seen as a vital re-energization of the superhero genre, truly the antithesis of MCU's celebrated mediocrity. Streaming movies will never be the same again. Will I ever be the same again? Zack Snyder's Justice League's very existence is a gift to humanity that will turn 100,000 haters to dust.
Dun 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 dun!
They made a really big effort to really highlight Snyder Cut, and then they're putting it on HBO Max. I still think it's a bad decision to put it out as a 1 4-hour movie.
He's motherfucking peanut butter and jealous.
We are here, yes, to watch Justice League. We're gonna just 3 friends watching this. We got our drinks, we got our popcorn, we got our red vines.
I knew you didn't bring me back because you like me.
I don't. Not.
Get this shit off me! Ah! Ah! Get this beta shit off me!
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us.
Finish it! Finish it! Evil!
Dun 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 dun!
I've never been the biggest fan of Zack Snyder, but strongly believe he deserves a chance to finish Justice League. No, he doesn't, and I'll explain why in a second.
Be very careful with the next thing you say.
Will you do a spoiler discussion, please? I don't have a lot of interest in doing a spoiler discussion of a movie that's a redux of one we've already seen.
That's not very careful.
IMDb user ratings are useless. Ignore them. This is from Variety. Finally, Rotten Tomatoes revamps movie audience scores to include only ratings from verified ticket buyers. Rob, I've been saying forever, this is exactly what they need to do. And I think this is fantastic. You fucking moron! You are a fucking human piece of shit and a disgrace!
And boy, we've got some Snyder Cut news for you. All the drama and your mama is breaking records all over the place. Brazilian online retailer Now, one of several offering the Snyder Cut in Brazil, announced it broke their record in rentals, being rented 140% more than the previous record holder. Russian stream service Kino Poisk said that 400,000 people watched the movie in the first 24 hours. This is a new record for this stream service. Is now the most popular trailer of all time on the HBO Max YouTube channel. On Google Trends, more people are searching for the Snyder Cut than Justice League back in 2017. When it comes to HBO Max audience engagement, Zack Snyder's Justice League again towers above Wonder Woman 1984. Gonna cry? And how do you like these tomatoes, man? A step in the right direction, they said. According to this map, Zack Snyder's Justice League ran past Falcon and the Winter Soldier this weekend and said, "On your left. On your left, Kevin Feige." Fans were finding all sorts of creative ways to watch the movie, like on your old PC monitor. Aspect ratio fits it perfectly. Awesome. Now, I don't know who these random check marks are on Twitter, but they were talking quite positive like on the Snyder Cut, so I thought I'd retweet them. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. And of course Joss Whedon was in the discussion as well, in a less flattering manner of course. And now everyone's learning that if Zack Snyder's Justice League had come out before Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, it would have changed the game completely.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrifice?
Brown Table, huh? Wants to restore the Snyderverse? High Top Alex, huh? He wants to restore the Snyderverse. So everyone was having a good time, like, until Ann Sarnoff entered the chat with her interview with Variety.
Not impressed.
We're very happy we've done this, but we're very excited about the plans we have for all the multi-dimensional DC characters that are being developed right now. Walter was promoted recently. I am fully supportive of Toby and Walter and their visions. I truly believe they are great executives. Walter happens to be a person of color, so he knows what that feels like. He is bringing in diverse voices at an accelerated pace, more than anyone has in the past.
Will there be more of these director's cuts? Will we see David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad?
We won't be developing David Ayer's cut.
And David Ayer is asking, why? And give me a good fucking reason, like. There's also been a toxic side to the fandom, with reports that critics and some of your executives have received threats for not endorsing the Snyder Cut, or for being perceived as standing in the way of its release. What's your reaction to that behaviour?
We're not tolerating any of that. That behaviour is reprehensible, no matter what franchise you're talking about, or what business you're talking about.
Here man, I don't know what these rich Hollywood types think is toxic. I don't know what their definition for toxic is. I think she saw my video when I was arguing with John Berg.
Fuck you, shorty big showbread. Fuck the Snyder Cut too.
It's completely unacceptable. I'm very disappointed in the fans that have chosen to go to that negative place with regard to DC.
This was a punch to the nuts! Ann Sarnoff was sent multiple gift baskets. 500k plus raised for AFSP. Subway deal to feed people in need. Massive engagement for advertising, planes, events, YouTube channels, etc. 1 million trends for release the Snyder Cut. Why are we so toxic? So we went from fuck to fuck yeah to what the fuck to fuck in the space of a week. Thanks a lot, Ann Sarnoff. But if they think this is the end, they've got another thing coming. We need a sequel to the Snyder Cut. It's time to restore the Snyderverse. This is where Geralt of Snyderverse, Itzan17, comes in. This goddamn Twitter trend machine is a legend. He said, "Ready the Armada, we will use the old ways." This hashtag has the blood of the old, release the Snyder Cut in them. CNN is owned by AT&T. They were trying to spread the fear in America. We were having none of it. Look at this. I don't even know who these people are, but it's awesome. There is no stopping. Restore the Snyderverse.
It can't be stopped. It's self-sustaining now.
And at the time of this recording, we have breaking news. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. With 1.4 million tweets in less than 24 hours, this marks the biggest trending count of all time in Hollywood history, beating Avengers Endgame's record! Russo brothers, Joss Whedon, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, what's her name? Bland Widow, Baby Groot, Orange Slices, Tom Holland. Lord Feige, can you hear me? Your boys took a hell of a beating. Got some Patty Jenkins news for you. You love Patty Jenkins, you love her bangs, you love her smile. Maybe you want to cuddle up to her and watch Thor Ragnarok. What the? Say what? Fuck is going on here? Yes, Patty Jenkins praises Taika Waititi and calls Thor Ragnarok one of the best Marvel movies of all time.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
She says, Ragnarok was such a good movie. I'm actually so grateful that Thor found Taika because Taika is the most genius fit for Thor of all time. It's amazing.
The fuck you talking about?
Taika is a great filmmaker and he just made a great film.
Cinema.
So what you trying to say, Patty Jenkins, like? You're trying to tell me that Thor Ragnarok is in the same league as Spider-Man 2, Blade, The Punisher, with Dolph Lundgren? I doubt it. I guess now we know why the posters for Wonder Woman 1984 were so colourful. Bloody hell, like. It's almost like you're trying to cover up your bad movie with colours. And what about Wonder Woman 1984? Look at the ratings, man. 2.6 on Google after almost 22,000 ratings from the fans. IMDb 5.5 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 60%. And check this out. While I was on comicbook.com, I'm not proud, but I was trying to research this story. Look what I came across.
Look at the top of his head.
Oh well, I guess it's not as bad as this.
Oh!
But what about that Rogue Squadron? Could be a disaster. This guy's head's gonna explode.
Because they are pathetic. They don't deserve any respect whatsoever.
So, turns out, guys, yes, Gob Life is here. You're probably wondering, why Shorty not been making those videos, eh? Those YouTube videos. He's got fucking COVID, ain't I? I fucking got COVID. I got the Rona. I fought the Rona and I won. So yeah, I got suspended from Twitter for using music in a tweet from 2 years ago. But it's not a surprise, huh? That just a few hours after I posted a Mr. West Ashley conspiracy video, that suddenly, mysteriously, my channel got suspended. This is the song here that got me suspended. And it's kind of ironic. Laughing by the Guess Who. Yeah, the song that was used in the Joker teaser. I think it's terrorism. Yeah, that's what it is. Corporate terrorism against the Film Gob. But it's okay, everyone. I'm still here on Instagram. It's all over, guys. My Twitter, we had good times. We had good times. Don't tell Shaker though, you'll fucking flip. Don't tell Shaker that I got the Twitter banned. I've sent a request to get unsuspended, right? And I said, oh, I don't know why I got. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. But it's actually good because Twitter's a distraction. It's a fucking distraction. Fatal J's here. I was just watching Dark Council. There he is. Abu Naz, Lord Callus, Lana or something, Drunk 3PO, The Gospel, Demaginai. Fatal got a channel strike. That's not that big a deal. Let me access one of my streaming services. Let's see if the Suicide Squad is available. Oh my, look at this. The Suicide Squad 2021. Let's check out this trash movie. Warner Brothers, you fucking dicks. Fucking AI bot, information gathering, privacy stealing motherfuckers. Welcome to my first reaction to James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. This movie is worse than the first one. James Gunn is allowed to indulge his love of extremity, a sarcastic and ironic splurge of edgelord shenanigans that your 43-year-old uncle would be pleased with. But then again, your uncle likes to expose himself at weddings. It succeeds in being trashy and unpleasant, but misses the mark entirely as it descends into the bowels of superhero movie making. Its violent acts are inventive for the most part, though it grows tiresome, exhausting in its thudding repetition. Here man, wait a minute, like.
You trying to say that Rick Flag, right, he's got 2 members on his team that he knows are child killers, and he has no problem with that?
I mean, he's not harmless. He's killed 27 children, but, you know, we got him to, I think he's agreed to do this.
But then later in the movie, he says that experimenting on children is a step too far.
They experimented on children!
Rick Flag is a dumbass. The movie is far too long for its own good. Routine plotting, lack of narrative momentum, or compelling character arcs left me bludgeoned with a sense of deflation only halfway through. You trying to say Amanda Waller, right, in the first Suicide Squad, she kills her own team, right, for doing their job because they knew too much? But in this Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller, right, she's surrounded by buffoons who don't know how to do their job, and they overthrow her, right? They go against her orders, hit her in the head with a baseball bat. But she lets them live. What? For all its naughty posturing, the Studio Squad is as dangerous as a trip to Hot Topic. There is no subversiveness to these characters than the heroes they supposedly stand against. They merely swapped one code of morality for another. The Studio Squad confirms more than ever that Warner Brothers are completely astray with the DCEU.
Well, hello there. My name's Jane Tomato, and I'm a contributor to comicsandvagina.com. You might have heard of it. I'm kind of a big deal. It's been quite a while since you saw me, but you're going to shut up and listen to what I have to say. I'm taking over Film Gob for today because one of my friends, yeah, she's actually quite good. She's on TikTok. Yeah, she's quite popular. She's decided to rank the DC films from worst to best. I think this is the best ranking I've ever seen for DC films. And all you incels out there, if you have a problem with her ranking, you can go fuck yourself. That's what you can do. All you Trumpsters.
Suicide Squad is finally out. I fucking told you guys it was awesome. And in honor of the occasion, I'm going to give my personal ranking of every DCEU movie.
Because that's what everyone else does when a new comic book movie comes out, so why should a talentless girl like me not jump in the bandwagon?
Full disclosure, I'm not a fan of a lot of them, so this may get a little brutal.
And by brutal, I mean I'm going to take tired old opinions from shills and trolls over the past few years and repackage it as my own opinion in the year 2021.
Okay, let's do it. Last place. I don't think I need to get into why.
I'm not going to go into it because I've not seen the movie.
Next up, answering the question, what if we made a comic book movie with absolutely zero fun?
Imagine if comic book movies were fun. Like Ghostbusters 2016, now that's a fun movie. Made for white women like me.
Amy Adams as Lois Lane should have been a slam dunk, but I often forget she's even in these movies.
I don't even know what the fuck I just said.
Is it marginally better than the theatrical release? Sure. Overall, still lacking personality and heart, and had no fucking reason to be 4 hours long.
If only these movies were as short as my TikTok videos. Wouldn't that be fun?
I get it. A lot of people think Jason Momoa's hot. Most of the time I forget this movie exists, and when I remember it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was fine.
I used to love it, but now it sucks.
It was pretty unorganized. I felt like it was trying to be a lot of things at once. It's got a solid cast, and I love the 80s vibes, so I mean, it's alright.
I mean, it stars a woman, so I can't be too harsh on it.
This movie is fucking outstanding. Zachary Levi is amazing, but the whole fucking movie is amazing. You should watch it, it's joyful.
It's joyful. You gotta watch it, guys. It's joyful. It's wish fulfillment. I mean, that's what all the movie reviews said, so I'm just gonna copy the critics.
Have I never introduced you guys to my wife? She's great in this.
Hey, LGBTQ community, did you hear that? I said she's my wife. God damn it, click on my video.
It's a fucking banger, and I have absolutely zero time for people who slander it.
I mean, guys, I heard it was a bad movie, but I'm just gonna say, you know, it's a banger. It's got women in it. It's got woman. And because that bitch Kathy Yan retweeted me, I'm gonna take full advantage of this clout. Do you really think I'm going to be talking about comic book movies for the rest of my life? Who do you think I am? Sean O'Connell?
But we knew what this list was leading up to, right?
The Suicide Squad is the best DC movie yet. What's your problem? I don't understand. Why don't you go down to your mother's basement and cry yourself to sleep like a bitch? So how about you click on that like button and let those idiots at YouTube know that this is the kind of content you want to see. If you have an opinion, leave it in the comments below, but I'm not going to read it. I don't care about comic book movies. I don't care about your stupid comments. So until next time, choose kindness. Oh my! A person of colour. How adorable.
Now I've had the time of my life, and I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear this is true, and I've fallen onto you, 'cause I had the time of my life.
I was watching a Spectre, the James Bond film from a few years ago, in preparation for James Bond, No Time to Die. I had only watched Spectre just the once, so I sat down with my popcorns and my sodas, and I was shocked, because I came across a lot of themes and references that I didn't pick up on the first time I watched it, but all the way back in 2015. So what am I talking about? I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Hold on, for fuck's sake. So Bond and the supposed good guys, the British government, they have a new boss who wants to take over. The 00 program, we have to shut it down. They want to do everything with drones. Shoot people with drones and all that kind of stuff. And information is everything. Data collection. So they have references like the Global Surveillance Initiative. References to George Orwell. You know George Orwell. He wrote 1984. They have references to, get this guys, the New World Order. Right? The New World Order. You've probably heard it quite a lot this past few weeks.
What contact looks like in the New World Order.
When it comes to fighting and winning wars. The New World Order. Deborah Haynes, thank you very much indeed.
Check this out. So remember, this came out in 2015. They have, in this, they have a little technique to keep an eye on James Bond. They have smart blood tracking. Let me say that again. Smart blood tracking. Remember, guys, in the past year, when we said, these governments, they might be tracking us with they inject nanobots into your bloodstream, and people were like,
you realise if they wanted to track you, they would do it with your smartphone. You do realise that, right? You do.
Oh well, all the way back in 2015, the Holly Weird were already trying to tell you what was coming, but you didn't listen. Now there's a scene where the Bond, he goes into the secret meeting of this organized secret organization. They're having a meeting, and they're talking about human trafficking. Human trafficking. That turns up in a lot of these discussions about the New World Order. Check this, guys. Right. So the new boss of the MI6, the MI5, whatever. He's like, we need to install our global surveillance initiative, and this is how we're going to do it. And he shows off. He gives a presentation, and they have this meeting with all the world leaders, right? And China is right there in front. Right? They had to show you China right there at the front. And South Africa, they voted no to this initiative. And the boss, he's like, later in the film, he's like, the South Africans, they'll come round to it. They'll agree with me one way or another. Oh, look, surprise, surprise. Later in the film, you see on the news television, right? Cape Town in chaos. Attack. because basically what happens in real life is that these countries, mainly those stinking Americans and the ugly British, right? They bomb countries who go against their interests. So once again, Hollywood is showing you how it works, how they operate behind the scenes, the governments. And oh look, this was 2015. Again, towards the end, you have the British, the anti squad. They turn up on London Bridge. Oh, the guy's like, no, stop, sir. There's been an attack on the bridge. And then a few years later, oh look what happens. It's almost like they planned it. So I was shocked, man. I was like, here, man, what the hell is this? I wanted to watch James Bond, not a fucking documentary. But I still give a movie a 4 out of 5s. Quite good, like, quite good. Let's see what goodies No Time to Die has in store for me. Has in store. Right, the film that was supposed to be released in November 2019. November 2019, before all the you know what happened in the world, and it tells the story of James Bond trying to track down a weapon called Hercules that's been stolen from a lab. It's a virus. So like a gas virus, toxic thing, right? And it's been stolen from a lab. It's been taken to another lab. Get this, guys. Somewhere between Japan and Russia. So China's not mentioned in the film anywhere, right? But they mentioned somewhere between Japan and Russia, right? Yeah, in that kind of that area where China is in Hong Kong. But so James Bond goes to this island, and you see all the people in their radioactive suits working on the toxins, right? And they see a simulation program. It shows the virus spreading all across the world, and they have to stop it. Now, this virus, you can pass it on by touching someone. Can pass it on by touching or dropping it on them, and they breathe it in. And it targets your DNA with nanobots. And when you see the opening to this film, right, you see fucking the DNA strands, but they're guns, right? They're all shooting at each other. But man, so it's a virus that targets. You can program it to target your DNA. Or so you can spray it all in a room, but only certain people will die. I'm pretty sure we were talking about this in real life over the past year and a half, but you didn't believe us. You all sat there giving it all this. Oh, check this out, guys. The villain, Rami Malek, his character's name is Lucifer Safin. Lucifer, right? Lucifer.
And this is not a new program, it's a very old program. It's a Luciferian program.
And his henchman, his name is Cyclops. Do you understand? Cyclops. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That is absolute nonsense. What are you even blabbering on about? This film features many people of colour, and especially Naomi Harris, which I have a big crush on, actually. You're just a fucking incel, and we're going to cancel you. Cancel all the men today.
What the hell? So remember, everyone. Fuck off.
Marvel Studios head cuckold, Kevin Feige, has just been let down by his most trusted shills over the reviews for Eternals, the latest turd from the House of No Ideas. Even that twat Brandy gave the movie a lackluster 6 out of 10, saying that it's not super engaging.
But you can't do this to me.
Incoming Marvel to-bes who will accuse Brandy of being against diversity. LOL. My good friend Constantine said it's literally the worst film of the year along with Pedo Squad and Bland Widow. The Rotten Tomatoes score currently sits at 71%. Polygon called it a mess. Scott gave it a rotten review. David gave it a rotten review. Robbie gave it a rotten review. Even former Collider hack Perry had some shit to say.
My deepest apologies. Totally did not like Eternals whatsoever, and I was disappointed. I am giving Eternals 2.5 Deweys out of 5 on the Dewey Decimally scale. My opinion, invalidate your own if you feel differently. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So until next time, stay gangsta.
Love that Randall.
Yeah, they were queuing up as if this was a launch of a new iPhone or something at this trailer event. You know me, I'm a big fan of Marvel, but more importantly, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I may not be wearing the t-shirt, guys. I may not be wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt for this reaction video, but I do have Spider-Man, Sinister Six, signed by Eric Larson, right? You can see his signature there. I should have signed it on the inside. Don't know what his problem is, but he signed it here. I'm so excited for this. You might see Andrew Garfield, might see Tobey Maguire. It could be the biggest, the best, the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time. So let's do it. Pew!
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man. We started getting some visitors.
Green Goblin! Oh my god!
From every universe.
Dr. Octopus!
Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
He's not wrong there.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
Dun 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 dun.
All right, next up, Supercam13 writes, John, a YouTuber who is a Snyder Cut fan, you know what? I don't even want to answer the question now. But I will. Who is a Snyder Cut fan, claims he has, oh, really? A YouTuber claiming they have a source? Claims he has a source in Warner Brothers who told him that Jeff Johns was the reason that Affleck stepped away. Okay, don't believe that for a second. Stepped away. I personally think he's a lunatic. On his past uploads, he worships Snyder, hates Johns, or Jeff Johns, Kevin Feige, and you. Thoughts? Who cares? Who cares? Look, just because somebody says something on YouTube doesn't mean you should just take it to the bank and just believe it. Because it's anybody, right? Watch. I'll do it right now, okay? Aquaman's not going to be a $1 billion film. $1 billion is fairy tale land. It's not going to do that. Look, I've been saying since April that I think Aquaman should move out of that date. And then whenever I say that, I inevitably get these people going, no, other movies should move. Aquaman shouldn't have to move. It's not about having to move. It's about doing what's good for your movie. I'm telling you right now, if Aquaman had moved to October, if Aquaman had moved to November, I think we're looking at a $60 to $85 million potential opening, maybe even north of that. Aquaman's about to get his ass kicked by a little lady in a blue hat. And yeah, I've screamed from the hilltops for months that Aquaman should have moved release dates. And it's too late to change release dates now, so yeah, Mary Poppins is about to spoil the party for all these guys. Hey John, who wins the box office, Venom or Aquaman? I think Venom's gonna make more money now. Not by much, but I think Venom's gonna make more money now. John, do you think Aquaman has a chance of crossing $1 billion? No. $1 billion is fairy tale land. But what came out is that Zack Snyder is gonna be doing a watch-along of Man of Steel. A number of people have been reporting as a part of this stream that they may announce that HBO Max is going to put Justice League Snyder Cut up on HBO Max. Now remember, let me be very, very clear about this. None of this is coming from reliable sources. None of this is coming from The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline. And as of right now, none of the big legitimate news sites are backing this up. So I doubt this is happening.
There is this. I have this. I don't know if this is helpful. See that?
Oh my God. I don't think they listen. $20 to $30 million is a huge investment. What if they say, you know what? When we put up Justice League on HBO Max, listed amongst the special features will be hashtag Snyder Cut unfinished version. Release the Snyder Cut. That's why I've been putting out the hashtag complete and release the Snyder Cut.
Release the Snyder Cut just sounds cleaner than finish the visual effects editing and all post-production on the Snyder Cut, then release it pretty please.
I think it's a good idea to put the Snyder Cut on HBO Max. I don't think that becomes the centerpiece of your marketing for HBO Max. I just don't think there would be enough people. Talking about Walter Hamada, who I believe has been doing just a terrific job with stuff over there. Now, you guys have heard me talk about Zack Snyder. I'm a big Zack Snyder fan. I do know this. He needs to stop with the bullshit. He needs to get off social media. He needs to stop with trolling with all the Justice League stuff. He is not doing himself any favors.
I'm like, that's cool, but you're living in a fucking dream world, okay?
And all he's doing is turning off other producers and studios from wanting to work with them.
I'm like, wake the fuck up. It's like...
And may God have mercy on your soul.
Hey there, guys. John here. And for video to respond to all this Grace Randolph nonsense that's been going on here. You see, at the heart of this, Grace, is the fact that I'm on Disney's payroll. a lot of good people, whether it's a Jen Yamato or an Andy Signore or DC hater, you are a fucking embarrassment to us. Grace, you are an embarrassment. You're an absolute disgrace. I would say when little stupid, ridiculous stuff like that comes up, ignore it.
Hi, Zach. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Yeah, it's good to be here again.
Dun 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 dun!
I love you.
50,000. It's toxic. That's good. Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
Give a TomTom to someone you love and get $100 off the world's #1 selling automotive GPS.
The future has taken root in the present.
Pretty heavy, huh?
50,000 more worlds.
Come on, man.
And I'm happy to discuss with you in any way like why you sent a boy wonder to do a man's job. You're looking at the hottest thing on earth.
Stop! He's already dead.
Dun 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 dun!
Be my friend? Good.
What's so funny?
No such thing exists.
Nor will they.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
It never existed. I'm glad we're getting this news.
Do you want to tell it to me?
Will you do a spoiler discussion, please? I don't have a lot of interest in doing a spoiler discussion of a movie that's a redux of one we've already seen.
A few moments later.
My name is John Campea, and this is a special, wide-open spoiler review discussion of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
So, this is true. Let's talk about the movie, bro. Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I liked it. I like this version of the movie.
Well, no, I'm not saying. I'm just bringing up. You know,
Okay.
I'm getting to a point of
All right.
instances where the long runtime actually helps the scenes out.
No shit.
Dun 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 dun!
Talking about Walter Hamada, who I believe has been doing just a terrific job with stuff over there.
You lie! You're a fucking liar! Shut up!
They had this nice new picture of Walter Hamada for us to use. Oh boy! And you gotta admit, at the very least, Walter Hamada is a snappy dresser.
I just think he's kind of hot.
Life is good, but it can be better.
Even in the middle, the studio, and people were like, I don't know about these things. I was like, you can't judge it yet. We don't have the effects in. So it looks stupid now. But you have to wait.
Fun. Funny's fun.
This was fun!
So, for the most part, I'm just admiring your shirt, Sean, and your aim game, your Infinity poster. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Thank you. They're the two greatest films ever made. I consider them one film altogether. I consider it the greatest film ever made.
So
Dun 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 dun!
It is that evolution always wins.
My programming directive is to strike a vision
But I'm not the true Vision.
Oh my goodness, that was nothing but 1 hour of toxicity from Film Gob. I don't think I can handle anymore.
No wonder Shaker got cancelled. Let's get out of here before we get cancelled too.
Good thinking, Randall Elf. Before we go, we should let you know, all you goblins out there, all you knuckleheads,
Remember to use your time in the new year to be more productive and efficient.
it's not about ratioing someone on Twitter. It's not about clout chasing and being a studio bootlicker. It's about being true to yourself and doing what's right. Choose kindness, as the verified cosplayer would say. Ho ho ho. So until next time everyone, I'm Shorty Claus, and you may not be, but you're perfectly you. Ho ho ho. Bye everyone. Merry Christmas. Bye. Bye. Bye.